Hi everyone. We released GLM 4.7 about a week ago, and so far it has been doing really well. People are genuinely loving this model. One of the biggest improvement, as you can see, is in the vibe coding area. On the benchmarks as well, the result at the end of the year looks solid. At a first glance, this upgrade might feel smaller compared to the previous GLM release, but if you look closely at what I'm showing on the screen, especially on the front end result, the improvement is very clear. From slides to posters to websites and landing pages, the front end capability of this new GLM 4.7 is much stronger. You can see the previews here, and the difference is kind of obvious. We have also introduced a new thinking system. You can read the tech blog if you want to know further details about how this works. To really test the capability of the newly released GLM 4.7, we are going to try build something like Wispr. As you can see here on the screen, they have generated $81 million this year, which is impressive. The product itself is powerful because it removes all the filler words and confusion from the way people speak. Many founders and well-known public figures are already using it and openly saying they love it. So today what we're going to do is try to create something similar to Whisper and see how far we can go using GLM 4.7. On the right side of the screen, you can see the instruction we will give to GLM. If you do not explain things clearly and in details to an LLM, you will not get the output you want. So yeah, let's prompt Claude. So the generation is done. Let's go to localhost and wait for it to render. Okay, at the first glance, it actually looks nice. You can clearly see the UI is very polished. It has a clear design sense, a tone, a strong brand identity. The font choices, spacing, paddings, colors are all consistent. Front end improvement is very noticeable here. This feels like something a proper front end developer would design, not the usual AI slop you get from a one shot generation. So far, this is good. However, there is one issue. It forgot to add the microphone button and the waveform that shows when the recording is active. Let's ask it to add that. I originally thought this could be done in one shot, but it looks like it needed one or two extra prompts. It created the components, but it did not actually connect them to the main page.tsx files. Alright, now it looks like we have it properly wired up. Well, I needed to buy a new laptop. I was thinking about the MacBook Air, the M2 one. But no, wait. That only has 8 gigs of RAM by default. That might be a problem. Maybe I should go for the MacBook Pro? Actually, that's too expensive for now. Let's stick with the MacBook Air, but the 16 gigs version. And for the storage, I will choose the 512 GB option. Yeah, this makes more sense. Well, you can see it has removed the filler words and confusion and produced a clean, refined output. This confirms the API calling between Whisper and the LLM is working fine. And GLM has clearly nailed the multi-layer orchestration. The styling, animation, brand identity, and overall flow are all smooth and consistent. Nothing feels broken or rushed. Let's try the final version. For the trip, I was planning to go to Istanbul in early December, like around December 5. But the flights are expensive then. Maybe January would be better? Oh no, wait. January is kind of cold, too cold. Okay, scrap that. Let's go to Bangkok instead, sometimes in mid-December, maybe around December 14th. Yeah, December 14th to Bangkok sounds good. Book the tickets for that. I hope this gives you a clear idea of how capable our GLM 4.7 model is, especially when it's paired with Cloud and Cloud skills of front end. On top of that, the pricing is far better compared to cloud and codecs, which makes it even more compelling from a practical standpoint. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will be back with more tests and deeper demos showing how GLM 4.7 performs in real scenarios.